Definitely my parents, my whole family. Sports have always been in my family. Both my mom and dad played collegiately. My dad played football, mom played volleyball. Sister played collegiately volleyball. So it's always been, ever since I could remember really, probably from the time I started walking, sports were always a part of my family.
My family is super involved in sports. Even like it goes back to my pop-up, who was a high school football coach actually. So he was always pushing all of his grandkids to get involved in sports and teach us how to shoot a ball in the backyard.
I mean, personally, I couldn't imagine my life without sports. I mean, they made me who I am, and it's pretty much a huge part of my life. So if someone told me to go be a cheerleader, honestly, I wouldn't know how to react. I'd be pretty mad. But I mean, for me, sports is it's just everything.
I feel like our generation grew up where like growing up as a tom girl was like the cool thing to do. My mom had to force me to wear like real clothes to school instead of my gym shorts and my t-shirts. So I think that's like, it's just all we've known and grown up with, and it's the reg and the norm.
I think Binghamton does a great job of equality for both males and females. I mean, I don't see any difference between the way we're treated versus how the guys are treated. It's pretty much an equal playing field.
So Binghamton and the Americas have always done a really great job of promoting equality for genders and sexual orientation and race through the Spread Respect platform, which is just something all the schools do to raise awareness and create equality throughout. It's crazy. Like, I feel like I've seen so many movies where you see like women struggling to have the same equality as men in sports. I feel like there's one where like a girl was trying to play soccer on, like there wasn't a girls team, so she had to play in the boys team and use all their old equipment and change in her closet because they didn't have a locker room for her. Like stuff like that. That's crazy to imagine that people went through that, and like we like can't take what we have for granted because we're lucky to be able to grow up where we have the same equality as the men do. Once the older generations kind of paved the way for women, like now we can open up the talk about like sexual orientation and race, and that's where all this all comes to play, which is what the national team is kind of doing now.
We've definitely come a long way, but even for example, the women's national team, the equal pay, they've done so much to get to this point, but there's still so much further to go and to close that gap. So I think in the future, that's something definitely that we can improve upon and work towards.